Hello, welcome to High Talks Podcast, a place where we dive into real life conversations, no small talks, just keeping it real and natural. I'm John by name, and I'll be your host for today. And yeah, long time, my people, man. Long time being on your screen, but I'm here, back and better. So yeah, today we'll be talking about a very important topic, and I have a very close friend that will be sharing his story today. So just basically an interaction today, just reflecting on life lessons, the journey so far. So yeah, I know you want to meet my guest for today. So yeah, you'll be here in a bit. So watch out for my guests.
Good afternoon. My name is Anukaso Puchuku, aka Don Surplus. I am live here with I Talk Podcast. Thanks for having me, I Talk Podcast. Yeah, I do music. I am a musical artist. Um, my songs are currently in all platforms: Spotify, Audiomack, Apple Music. Yeah, my name is Don Surplus. You can go there and stream all my music. At least that's the way to support me. That's the way to support me. So we are here live. Yeah, we are having ourselves talking about real life thoughts. So we are going to be hosting everybody, and I promise we are going to keep you guys entertained in the moment. Thank
So
you.
some of us being a musical artist, today coming from a background where there was not really anything. What keeps you going today? What's the making of this surplus?
Yeah, first of all, Don Surplus was originated from my real name, which is Sopruchuku. Sopruchuku means respect God. So from Sopruchuku, that's where we bring in Don Surplus. We got Don Surplus from Sopruchuku. Do you understand? So that's about that. And about my musical stuff, sometimes when they ask so many artists about things like this, they tell you 80% of them will tell you, it is from when we started doing choir in the church, choristers and all, started singing. But people don't believe. Some people say all these things now follow now waiting this one talk. But it's actually the truth because um, back then when my parents start introducing us to church and worships, back then, you know, taking a mic, going to the altar, singing, it gives them joy. Like, see my picking they sing for altar. Oh. To them, that's a very beautiful achievement, and draws them, they bring us closer to God, those type of things. So I think that's where the motivation started from, and all of a sudden we started coming up, and we see that this thing is actually a creativity. It is something that we can actually put beats, put instrumentals together, voices, and it will bring out something beautiful. So, back then, when we started working in Chinese company, then some of my friends like to do music to listen to instrumentals. So from there, peer pressure and all, we say, I think this is the right path. Let's see what we can achieve with sounds. At the end of the day, look at where we are today. If you go to my platform now, Spotify, Audiomack, I think when you listen to my music, I think you actually smile. Yeah, even if you not give me a 5 star, at least you can give me 3.5 or 4. You can just keep the one. So
That's
yeah,
important,
thank you.
right?
Yeah,
So another question would be coming from the background, that there wasn't anything. And coming this far, even if you haven't gotten to where you're going to, what motivates you? Like what keeps you going? What keeps you going?
yeah. At the end of the day, coming from a background that is nothing, well, first of all, we'll just say it's the grace of God because at the end of the day, anything you put together and remove God, I think it is not a balanced settings. So give God the glory for the journey. And springing up from the grassroots back then, seeing yourself do things that you actually don't want to do. When you decide to deviate from the negative to the positive, you're strong enough. So many things can actually motivate people. So many things can motivate you actually, and so many things can keep someone going. Like me now, I came from a family of like 5 boys. So they call us soldiers that time. We don't have any girls. So the way my dad handled us then, in fact, is enough to keep you going. Strong hand is enough to keep you going. So that aside, as we are growing up, springing, we see so many things. And we ask ourselves, what's the result of this thing? Is that from the starting point to a particular direction that you didn't even notice that you are going to even ever get to? Seeing things, see friends do things. When we see our parents advise us, our parents correct us, it gives us that privilege to move more forward and see what life has for us. At the end of the day, when they say we should listen to our parents, it's not a lie. When the Bible even said that. So I think the first track that you are going to, the first pulling off track that you're going to, I think is not listening to your parents. So when you listen to your parents, I think you're in the direct track. Then from there, everything can sit well if you listen to God and all.
Acts, being surplus today, like how was the part like? Just starting, coming up with surplus. How was it like?
Well, you see, I first of all smiled. It has not been easy at all. Every day is a struggle at the end of the day. But that surplus of a thing, I would just say, I think it's my dad's friend. My dad's friend's children that just give me that name surplus. So it's not even as if I created it from my own instinct. He just gave it to me surplus. So from there, I just created the name. And I see that the name actually matched with Soprochukwu. So I think that's a good style. So about the struggle and how life has been, the path to greatness, it has not been easy because at the end of the day, you have to do so many things. You see the time we worked in company, 7 to 7, you just eat buns and gari just to sustain. From there, you see take the little you have, you see take it to studio. Take it to the studio, you do 1 or 2. From there, you still come back home. When you get home, stepmom things and all. So sometimes in life, at least it actually gets to a limit. When it gets to that limit, you say, no, I just actually want to leave this space and go and find a better path. So that was when I finally started, moving to Ikeja, from Ikeja to Cotonou, doing some productions with some producers in Cotonou then. Once a year you're in Nigeria and the price, boom. So I think at the end of the day, the circle is crazy. That's what led us to this particular stage now. And at the end of the day, I think things are going well. The greatness is gradually showing up. And at the end of the day, it's going to hit the nail on the head. So in addition, I think there was something I was supposed to share, but I forgot. In life, going through that path that you want to go to, there's always a rough side. There's always an abrupt. And I think in this case, even as a man, most especially as a man, you have to be balanced mentally. You have to be very, very self-conscious. That in case of when all those negativity comes, you already expect them to come, and the way you should manage the situation when it comes. Yeah, I think that one is a top tier already. So there was even a case scenario I was supposed to give. I think there was a guy he helped me and I helped him back. So it was a symbiotic relationship between me and him then. So all of a sudden he called me one day and said I should come around somewhere there's something that we just want to do. And I went there. All of a sudden I saw 4 guys. Started asking me where is my phone. They later obtained me, collected my phone, took me to the bank, front of GTB Bank. Thank God for the securities in the bank. If not, I don't know what will have happened to me. Maybe by today, I don't know. So that's part of the roughness. That's part of the abrupt you face during the life challenges, just to be a greater person. So everybody needs to be conscious and expect all these things, that this thing is going to eventually come. And when it comes, we need to manage the situation in every way we can. So I think that's it.
Piece of advice you have for people that haven't discovered their paths, struggling, trying to discover this person they are. What's one advice you have for them?
Say I don't want to advise people again, because they go tell you now, say if you go advise me, you go chook money for my pockets. Because it's part of the trending thing now. in this our Africa. Uh, Bros, you guys advise me, you guys. But what I would say is anything you believe in, anything that makes you happy. At the end of the day, anything that makes you happy. Don't be too comfortable somewhere. As long as this thing is making you happy, I think there is still a light up there. So the first thing is believe in yourself. Everybody actually said this particular thing, believe in yourself. But it's actually the truth. You have to believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, then you take a step. And from there, we'll keep praying. And I think at the end of the day, everything will just blossom. So that's what I feel. In anything any other person is doing there, I believe at the end of the day, there is always a struggle. But one day, everything will come out fine. And it's even come outside in large. Large. So that's the thing. Thank you.